Standing up for what I do. I'm not robbing nobody, not stealing from nobody. I never took nothing. Everything I do to represent my people. I do because I think this is what they want me to do.
What's it? Welcome to Sizer for the Conscious Mind. I got this one dread, or this one lock, should I say, that keeps sticking up. There we go. It's the best it's gonna do right now. I'm at work, lunch break. But welcome to Sizer for the Conscious Mind. You feel me? If you're new to the channel, like, share, subscribe. If the content is relatable to you, you understand. You feel me? Pretty much I'm gonna start calling my stuff after school, because a lot of adults feel like that once they graduate or once they reach adulthood that they don't have to learn anymore. But as long as your brain and your mind is a muscle, and if you don't use it, you will lose it. So it's a lot of people out here losing their minds literally because they stopped using the shit. Hell, some of them ain't never used the shit. But anyways, this video we will be talking about stress, the different kinds of stress, because there's 3 different kinds. You feel me? You got physical, you got chemical, and you have physical, chemical, and mental stress. You feel me? And then we're going to talk about how the mind has the ability to heal the body and regenerate cells and stuff like that. Because if your mind has the ability to create dis-ease, then your mind has the ability to create the cure. You understand? You can heal yourself, you can regenerate yourself, you feel me, just off of thought alone. That's how strong your mind is. So we're gonna be diving deep in that, and then we're gonna talk about survival, like living in survival mode is literally killing you, versus we need to live in a creation mode, which is more of a spirituality, which gets your body back into balance, and it lowers your stress and it allows your body to heal itself and everything like that. Like, hey, everything's coming back to spirituality. Y'all gonna come back to the motherland. Y'all keep talking about the motherland physically. Y'all need to come back to the real motherland, which is spiritually. You heard me? But I ain't gonna hold y'all. We're gonna get this video started. But first, here's some books. Matter of fact, I want y'all to get the Igbos. That's pretty deep. You feel me? Y'all should get the Apocrypha King James Bible. These are some of the chapters, like the Book of Enoch, and just chapters that they took out of the King James version, revised version. You know what I'm saying? It's pretty deep. You feel me? The Jew is a Negro. You feel me? Y'all know me. And then for all the fathers out there, whatever, get Rich Dad, Poor Dad. You feel me? Like, bruh, I do this reading shit, man. I just don't be talking out. I don't be talking outside of my ass. Y'all be holding money to y'all ears. I be holding books to my shit. Like, you feel me? Knowledge is power.
Turn on the stress response just by thought alone. It means then that your thoughts can literally make you sick. In so many diseases around the world now are created by the immune system being suppressed, or what we call immune-mediated diseases. Everything from cancer, MS, lupus, rheumatoid arthritis, food allergies, food sensitivities is a compromise in the immune system. So here's the question. If your thoughts can make you sick, is it possible that your thoughts can make you well?
So, as you've seen, Stressed in America article, 70% or more people are living in a state of survival mode. And living in a state of survival mode brings you down to your animal nature. You understand? You're more animalistic, you're more materialistic, you're more narrow-minded, you're not open-minded. You know what I'm saying? Because if you're open-minded, you're not afraid of the unknown. You feel me? Closed-minded people are scared of the unknown. So they live day to day in a sense of constant fear and anxiety and depression and just worrying and shit like that, because they afraid of the unknown. And they just living in their animalistic nature. And for those who don't understand the difference between your animal state and your divine state, I'm gonna go ahead and show you. See, this is why I say spirituality and science are the same thing. Mainstream wants y'all to believe that they are two complete different things, but spirituality is science, and science is chemistry, and chemistry is alchemy, and alchemy is nature, universe, God, energy. We are children of the universe, children of God. But real quick, I really do advise everybody to get this book. This right here will help you up out of that survival state, because most reasons why people are in a survival state is because of financial illiteracy. You know what I'm saying? Financial illiteracy. You know, people are constantly worried about their bills, even though they got a job and they paying their bills. They still worried about their bills. You feel me? That's crazy. Like, I've really seen people who've been at their job for years still worried about how they gonna pay the bills, even though they just paid the bills. You see, you're always in a survival mode. You're so tense. Man, look, that cortisol is an addictive chemical too. You can live so much in a survival state, in a stress state, to the point where you get used to it, to the point that once you get used to it, that becomes a personality trait of you. You know what I'm saying? It's like now you just embodied the survival state, so you're always in survival mode. And when you're always in survival mode, you don't have time for nothing. You don't have time for nothing spiritual, because everything dealing with spiritual is about patience. It takes time, serenity, relax, calmness, focus, and everything. And when you're in a state of survival, your animal mode, you always, you always on a swivel and shit like that, man. I gotta get this money. I gotta get this money. I gotta get this money. I gotta get that bag. Gotta get that bag. Gotta get that bag. Gotta get that bag. You always in a survival mode. Everybody always chasing the bag, but you're not chasing serenity. You're not chasing abundance. You're chasing the material, but you're not chasing the spiritual. You feel me? You only stuck in a 3D realm because you on animalistic survival mode. But for those who don't really comprehend what I'm saying, I'm gonna let Doc break it down a little bit for y'all, and I'm gonna see y'all on my 2:00 break, because lunch is over. You did. Signs for the conscious mind. We gonna get through this shit together. You heard me?
Environment and time. And if where you place your attention is where you place your energy, it makes sense then, if all of your attention is on your body, all of your attention is on your environment, and all of your attention is on time, then you are putting all of your attention in this three-dimensional reality. Now you have to play by the rules of this three-dimensional reality, and everything that you create will take time. When people are under the gun of those chemicals, they're drawing from this invisible field of energy surrounding their body, this vital life force, and they're using it to make chemistry, and the field around their body shrinks, and they become more matter and less energy, more particle and less wave. And the very hormones of stress heighten our senses so that we become a materialist. And the more altered we feel from that stress response, or by the emotional reaction from some threat or danger, the more we narrow our focus on the cause or the object. And when we do that, all of a sudden we are focusing only on matter. And so people over time get hooked in or habituated into narrowing their focus. So then when you're living in emergency mode, it's not a time to create. It's not a time to open your heart. It's not a time to learn anything new. It's not a time to sit still and go within. In fact, if the survival gene is switched on, you'd be thinking at some level innately that it's not a time to sit still, because you would be prey.
Now, since we got that out the way, we are living in a state of survival, y'all. Fellas, the state of survival, that stressed out state, that cortisol that you're addicted to, is the reason why you're ending up in prison. This is the reason why you spinning the block on your own kind. This is the reason why you selling poison to your own people. This is the reason why you do a lot of the toxic shit that you do, is because you are addicted. You are addicted to a toxic chemical called cortisol, which is stress. That's because we've been stressed. So humans are adaptive species. Once you apply a human under amounts stress, we either going to adapt or we either gonna run. You know, the fight or flight kick in. Survival. You feel me? So when you are in a survival mode, you become desperate. So you start doing desperate shit. Like selling poison to your people, spinning the block, hitting licks, and doing all this shit, filling up the prison systems and all that. Just all because you're stressed and you're trying to find a way out. You're stuck in survival mode. You're narrow-minded. You can't see the broad spectrum. And I know that because I know it's hot as fuck out here. But hey, we getting deep. Fuck it. You hear me? But I got partners who be, you know what I'm saying, who be doing the street like, be doing their little thing, you heard me? I'm like, bruh, if you can sell this, you can open up a business. But I ain't got time for that. I need that money now. You heard me? I need that money now. I ain't got time for that. You all up in my business. Woo, woo. I ain't in your business, bro. I just see the greatness within you. You are better than this shit, big dog. If you can sell this, then you can sell that. You feel me? But he in a state of survival. Like I say, when you're in a state of survival and stress, you don't have time for spiritual shit, which means you don't have time for the patience. You don't have time for the creativity. You don't have time to put your energy in that because you're up. You dig? Ladies, it's the same thing. Most of y'all are in a state of survival. A lot of y'all are desperate. A lot of y'all talk to niggas because they got money. Survival. A lot of y'all take your clothes off for followers on social media for validation, just so somebody can say she pretty, got a big ass. Woo woo. Survival. A lot of y'all are in the strip clubs taking your clothes off for money and shit like that because you're stuck in survival mode. I gotta get this money. I gotta feed my kids. You're so desperate that you're willing to do whatever it takes. You're in survival, and this is not me judging you. This is your spiritual brother letting you know the kind of state and the state of mind that my people are in. And not just my people, but other people. You feel me? White, black, Asian, Arab, whatever the fuck, bro. There's all kind of people out here going through all kind of experiences, you dig? But that desperation creates the gold diggers. That desperation create the leeching ass niggas. That desperation create these thug ass niggas. In order to become a god and reach your higher self, you gotta kill off the nigga. You gotta kill off the nigga within you to unlock the God that's within you, bruh. The reason why you battling with yourself is because your higher self is trying to pull you up, but you trying to stay down because you addicted to this stress and cortisol and toxic behavior and all this other shit. And you wrestling with your own self. Go check out that Psalms in the Bible. Jacob wrestling with God only to figure out that he was just wrestling with himself. Oh, powerful. Higher self, lower self. Oh, oneness, unity, consciousness, 144 hertz, 144,000 chosen ones who don't even know they chosen yet. But I'm here for my tribe, and I'm gonna wake up my tribe because I know who you are. I see it. I feel the energy when I'm around y'all. Most chosen ones are empaths. You heard me? But I ain't gonna hold y'all too long. I just wanted to break that down. My people are desperate. We are too much in a survival state. This is another reason why relationships fail, because a lot of relationships are built off survival. It's not built off creation. Y'all not trying to create nothing. Y'all just trying to survive. The whole point of building an empire is the creation of an empire. But a lot of y'all just in relationships just for survival. Y'all just trying to survive. You feel me? Hey, your chick plus my chick can get us woo woo. That's a survival mentality. That's not your chick, my chick. We can invest, we can flip, we can get assets, we can woo woo and create this empire. That's a creation. But your chick plus my chick can pay these bills, and then we can make it 2 more weeks and groceries. That's a narrow thinking. You're not widening the spectrum of your thinking. You feel me? But a lot of relationships are built off of survival. You know, you hear it. I want a man with money. I need a chick who got her own shit. You feel me? Why? Survival. You feel me? That's all it is. Because a lot of women who say that they want a man with money, it's because they don't want to spend their own money. They want to spend his money. Survival. A lot of men say they want a man, they say that they want a woman with her own shit, her own car. Woo. That's so he can drive her shit. Survival. That's so he can lay up in her shit and not do shit. Survival. It's wintertime come, you know, these bum niggas is trying to move in with y'all survival. Y'all gonna get this work, man. All of this shit is tied in. And I'm about to put it all together. Just stay with me on my YouTube channel because it's gonna take a minute, but just fuck with your boy, you heard me? All of this shit ties in to what the fuck is going on. And I'm gonna let y'all know what the fuck going on, you heard me? Because all of it is a spiritual battle. And the Bible told y'all it's a spiritual battle. But y'all still focus on this physical shit. That's the reason why the enemy is whooping y'all ass. Cause the enemy is energy, bro. It's energy. Energy. The devil, Satan, you know, whatever the fuck you want to call them, lower self, whatever, it's an energy. Anybody can have this energy. It's spiritual. Anybody can have this evil spirit. It can transform. It can jump from people to people. You feel me? Parasites, leeches. Ooh, boy, I feel like a motherfucking pastor, boy, on a motherfucking pool pit. I'm up here sweating, you heard me? But my people gonna wake up, you did? It's my purpose, it's my job to wake you up. If I ain't trying to wake my people up, then I'm failing as a starseed, you heard me? Science for the conscious mind, just keep it rolling.
Living in a constant state of stress, and they, like an addict, become conditioned to the rush of the arousal of those chemicals. Then in time, they will begin to use the problems and conditions in their life to reaffirm their conditioning or their addiction to that emotion. We become so conditioned to these chemicals that, like a drug addict, we need the bad job. We need the poor relationship. We need a difficult situation in our life to keep getting that rush of adrenaline, to keep getting that rush of energy. And in a sense, people become addicted to the life they don't even like.
Look, shit don't never fail. Every time I'm trying to do a video, this when all the notifications and shit start coming in. But when a nigga ain't trying to do a video, don't nothing hit my phone, you heard me? But anyways, this is why people are addicted to toxic relationships and toxic situations and toxic friendships and anything like that. It's because you're addicted to it. Just as no different than a person being addicted to crack for the rush. You know what I'm saying? They want that rush. They know it's toxic. They know it's bad. They know it's negative. They know it's, you know what I'm saying? It's whatever. You heard me? But they still gonna do it because they need that rush. They are addicted to it. And you got some people out here who's addicted to stressful situations. There's some people who will put themselves through stress and painful situations in order to elevate themselves or some old weird shit, you feel me, like that. But you know, like I say, when you live in a state of survival mode, your thoughts won't be clear. You'll be in desperate mode. You know, you won't have as much energy because you always in survival mode. That means you always on the go. You always in survival mode. Even when you come home to a place that's supposed to be peace and serenity, you still in survival mode. You know what I'm saying? Y'all go home to y'all significant others and y'all still in survival mode with each other and that at peace with each other. And y'all get home, y'all arguing, bickering, and fighting with each other, still in survival mode. Y'all bringing in the outside world into a place that's meant for peace and serenity and to unwind and shit like that. You feel me? So, look, man, and like I say, you have low energy. So when you have low energy, that means you're tired. That means that you can't think clearly when you're tired. That means that you are aggravated. It means you also can't think clear when you're aggravated, you're agitated, you mad, you depressed, you tired, your judgment is cloudy, everything. All this shit ties in to stress, survival mode. It's okay to get out of survival mode. It's okay to live life. It's okay to create. It's okay to laugh. It's okay to have fun. You know what I'm saying? It's okay. And what's crazy is that a person like me that's so deep and spiritual and conspiracy theorists, as y'all want to say, is telling y'all that it's okay to have fun. It's okay to live life. It's okay to create. It's okay to rewire your brain. It's okay to grow. It's okay to be uncomfortable because growth is uncomfortable. Growth is pain. Growth is You know what I'm saying? You have to get out your comfort zone. You have to open your mind. You have to let go of that survival mode. There's a time and a place for everything. There's a time and a place for everything. You know what I'm saying? So, with that being said, I got a couple more clips for y'all. You feel me? And then after that, I'm going to close out. And y'all follow me to my next video. The next video is about, it's a couple of people who've been hitting me in my DMs asking me how do they know if they're chosen, or what are the signs of a spiritual awakening or spiritual growth, or, you know what I'm saying? So my next video, I'm going to answer all those questions. You did? So until then, let's wrap up this one. Oh yeah. Real quick. Nah, I'll show you. Let's get it.
They don't even like. So then, because of the size of the neocortex, the thinking brain, as you learned about, we can make thought more real than anything else. And people can begin to think about their problems. And as they begin to think about their problems, they can turn on the stress response just by thought alone. And we now know that those chemicals can become addictive. And you can turn on the stress response just by thought alone. So then you can become addicted to your own thoughts. So it's a scientific fact that the long-term effects of the hormones of stress push the genetic buttons that create disease. And you can turn on the stress response just by thought alone.
Okay, and so in closing, I'm gonna make this a two-part, because this video, if I'd have did a whole video on this, it'd have been a whole hour long, and I know people attention spans ain't like that, so 20 plus minutes is already pushing it. But in closing, for part one, catabolism is what happens when your body goes under tremendous amounts of stress, and your tissues and your immune system start to rip apart and disintegrate and dissolve and all this type of stuff. And when this happens, this activates the dis-ease that's in your genetics to manifest just off of thought alone. And anabolism is when you go from a survival mode and a stress-free zone to a more peaceful creation, serenity mode, you feel me? And that's when your cells start to regenerate and rebuild and heal itself and all that type of stuff. So, you know, that's for part, you know, that's just a little breakdown for part one. Part two coming up. We about to go into depth. Signs are for the conscious mind. Hey, I'm going to see y'all in the next couple of videos. Stay up. Stay woke. Yeah.